Hello, I'm Duncan. I'm going to talk to you about what sFractal is bringing to the Plugfest. First, remember that sFractal is just Duncan, an old retired guy doing pro bono work in his spare time. My eyes are definitely bigger than my stomach on this Plugfest. I've been putting all my energy into organizing and herding cats, and not enough into doing my own software. But I've still got some good stuff thanks to people helping me, and not a lot of sleep lately. Recall at the January Plugfest, I brought BlinkyHaHa. Blinky is the hello world of IoT. Start with a Raspberry Pi, add an LED matrix, stick them together, and write some software to make the LEDs blink, in this case using the Nerves embedded operating system. Nerves is used because it's lightweight in resources, yet heavy duty in availability and security. Add HaHa. HaHa is the HTTP API Hello World actuator. So Blinky is an OpenC2 actuator, several actually, since it also returns its SBOM. It was sort of working at the January Plugfest, and it was working great for CodeBeam San Francisco in early March, where it presented on IoT safety. Now, since this is a virtual Plugfest, we evolved from Blinky to Twinkly. Twinkly is the web equivalent to Blinky. It's a web server running Phoenix with live view updates to LEDs based on the OpenC2 commands. And also, since it's virtual and configuring open holes and firewalls is not recommended, it is Maha instead of HaHa. Maha is the MQTT API Hello World actuator. Here is the web page with the LEDs off. The real web page is in Google Cloud Platform. Thank you, Google, for supporting the Plugfest. And it's at http twinklymaha.sbompoc.sfractal.com on port 4000/Twinkly. Note HTTP, not HTTPS, and note port 4000. As a sidebar, for debugging, we made a logger on a different GCP VM to watch all the traffic on the Plugfest MQTT server. It's at sbompoc.sfractal.com 4000/events. Again, note the HTTP and note the port 4000. This is a screenshot just prior to sending a command. Here is sending the command. Here is the logger seeing the command since it was subscribed to the broker. And here are the LEDs blinking. Now, real life is better, but I had a little trouble with video inside a video. Besides TwinklyMaHa, there's also TwinklyHaHa. There are SBOMs for all three systems. In addition, there's a fourth system, analysis.sbompoc.sfractal on port 8080, and it requires a login. And this is the analysis of the SBOMs using the OWASP dependency track. It's live for the Plugfest. Ping me on Discord and I'll give you the login info. Here are the two projects in it at the moment, the sBomPOC and TwinklyMaHa. Here are the components. Note there are no vulnerabilities, but also note there is an architectural anomaly. There are two different versions of Plug, 1.10.3 and 1.10.4, again, showing the value of SBOMs. Let me take a moment and give a huge shout out to Sigu Magwa, a software developer from Kenya who's helping me and did a lot of the heavy lifting. Sigu works for Podi, and you'll hear more from them in a little bit. I had hopes for more flavors. I especially wanted Finky, which would be about, for testing purposes, lying about what your SBOM is. So we can go down different of those decision legs. And I also wanted to work on Stinky, which is how I'd hook my stuff into the One Planet Education Network run by George Newman, who I've known since we were kids together in Scituate, Massachusetts. This is the setup I'm trying to get working in my backyard, but ran out of time since some of the parts didn't arrive until yesterday. George will speak more on this shortly, but I have the LoRaWAN hotspot, the CO2 sensor, which I call Stinky, and a soil moisture temperature sensor. I have hopes to get this working this afternoon, and then we can worry about what is its SBOM and how can we control it with OpenC2. My 3 minutes are up, so I'll close with, there is never enough time. Thank you for yours.